that experience changed my whole perspective regarding storms. Because before it was always just some trivial thunder and lightning come through, some rain here and there. But really Barbados, God is a Bajan. I was one of those apathetic, ignorant people to some degree, And then I was surprised by and say, hold on, let me see what's going on here. Touch me just a little bit. And my roof made noises that it never made before. Hi guys, it's me. Welcome to the Coop podcast. I'm Alex. I'm here with my cousin's wives.
Yes.
Kevin.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
So we just here again, recording another episode. Just thanking you guys for joining us. This hope what we say today will have any resonating effect. And as always, anything you guys want to talk about or anything that we've mentioned today that you want to put in your 2 cents towards, just let us know in the comments and we get at it.
Yes.
There we go.
A few things before we get started.
Mm-hmm.
One, I don't have my 6-pack yet. Nobody harass me about that. I'm warning.
It's a progress. It's a process.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
2, Mom, we're still working on getting the Uber thing situated. But if you drive Uber and want to talk about your experience, please let us know. Thank you very much.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
But cool. Yeah, man. How y'all been?
Hot, actually.
Tell me about it.
It has been heated in Barbados for quite a while. We've had some rains on and off, but that didn't really do much. So the heat come back over the vengeance. So,
The rain didn't do it justice. It just bring more heat.
Especially with this little corner place of Philip. Nah.
Yeah.
But it's been pretty high, man. The Minders and the Akis in full bloom. The season. Although I've been seeing some that have just been skin and seeds. So, ain't much moisture in the earth for them to really pull nothing from. So
I've been sharing with y'all some of the temperatures that we've been dealing with. Insane to see that we almost got to like 40 was crazy.
But is that the case for like the whole state, even if you're like not in the city compared to being in the city? Because I know concrete reflects heat and all of that. So
no, that's a great question. That's a great question. So it's not the whole state, definitely not. The state runs from the Appalachian Mountains to the west to the Atlantic Ocean to the east. So we don't all share the same temperatures. But I was actually in the mountains, in the Cherokee Nation. I went to go visit the Cherokees, which was pretty interesting last week. And it was hot as hell up there too. So
shit.
Okay.
It's the summertime. It's the summertime in North Carolina. In the South of America, it is hot. Hot. But
how was that trip though?
The trip was cool. America is a very interesting place. You travel a little too far out of your zone, and you start seeing Confederate flags and stuff. And
wow, really?
Yeah. But a very scenic, trip. Had a great time with my partner for her birthday. Got to gamble a little bit. The Native Americans, some of them have casinos, right, on their property and things. So, got to do a little bit of that,
like a little bit.
Yeah, and it was just a little change of pace because I live in the city, and this is very much like the mountains.
Okay,
mountains.
So in going into these mountains and these smaller towns and such, were any of them would you say are sundown towns, as I've been understanding? Hearing that there's still things like that.
Yeah, there definitely are still things like that. I actually saw that's been trending online recently. And no, I didn't run into any of them. But what I did do, though, was map my route using ChatGPT to make sure that I avoided any, cities with troublesome police departments. And I'm not even joking. I literally did that exact thing.
That's smart.
So
for those of us or those who don't know what a sundown town is, it's essentially a town in America, I would say mainly, in which if you're a person of a darker skin tone, you would not want to be caught in these towns after sundown. So you tend to just pass through, and it's bright and blue, and you do what you gotta do, but to be there after at night.
Some of them got like curfew bells but the curfew bell is really like the bell telling you to not be in here. And
time to leave.
One, you ain't gotta tell me twice. Two, I ain't gonna be there regardless. So
I think in the street lazy, it's time to go home.
Furthermore, I was like, come on, this should be overstayed.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. So what y'all been getting into this month?
This month, I have been getting into wood carving.
Okay.
I don't know where it come from. It just pick up my knife and just a block of wood and just is like, and we carve it.
Now, Kev, I remember you had did like a wood class back in the day. Is this you pulling on some of that experience?
Not even, but I was more building, not carving. You were more building like cupboards and so on. Cupboards, drawers, chests of drawers, those sort of things. This is actually like a solid piece of wood and you carve. The only thing that I can say that was close to the carving now is when I use the lathe, which is a machine that spins wood, and you can carve like spindles and so on, columns and
yeah.
That's the closest I got to carving in those days. I actually love using the lathe.
Yeah, but not with this.
Yeah.
That's nice, man. Like about that skill there, hope it develops.
Yeah.
We see some figurines from him from soon, and then know what if I want a house, ornament for the house. So they say, I got a cousin that talented with the wood.
Exactly. Yeah.
Get a large block of wood and make it like a totem or something. That'll be
something for the center.
Yeah.
Ian, what's been up with you, man? How's your summer been going?
Summer's been good. My industry generally has like a bit of a lull during the summertime. So I use that time period to really like check in with people within the industry, and just like I've even started to do that more so in like my own personal life as well too. It's like it's the summertime, so a lot of people are kind of like winding down or whatever, taking vacations or whatnot. It's like let's just check in with them, see how they doing. Don't even gotta talk on the business thing or whatever it is. Just like like what's up. So I've been doing that, and then like I mentioned on previous episodes, in the thick of it right now with the summer activities with Bree. She is in the middle of her performance arts camp right now. And then next week we head out to Florida for modeling and acting camp. So you're
the full
out and about. But yeah, and then school is next month.
Okay. So she's getting a wide range of opportunities available to her in these camps and such.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. This one, the camp that she's going to in Florida, that's something we've been doing for over like a year and a half now, almost 2 years. Whereas this performance arts thing, she wants to do drama going into high school. So this was something that could help her with that alongside, helping her get prepared for the modeling and acting, just kind of putting her in that like zone on having to.
That's nice. That's very good. Well, I wish her all the best. And as always, if she's interested in something, she can put her head to it and they can turn it well for her, focus on such.
Man, she ended up getting the co-star character for the play. So she got like 50 different parts, 3 solo songs, and then like, a bunch of
50 different parts.
50 different parts, yes. And they gotta learn everything in 2 weeks. So, and memorize it to perform it on stage, because that's what the last day of the camp is.
Bree, all the best. What we see end result production, just see how it goes and such. You look up for that.
Yes, I will make sure to send y'all the videos and WhatsApp.
There we go.
Yeah,
that's great.
I remember doing camp was actually kind of interesting too. So I can imagine how interesting it is for her, because it's more just acting, is becoming the art itself.
Yeah. Yes.
This nigga game deep.
Yes, but seriously though, it is.
Because it's like basically you're telling a story.
You might do arts and all of this as well.
Yeah, I do a bit of performative arts camp and service. I do also did basketball camp and service. school, regular camp here at Barbados primary school. Big up that.
So you could get spoken word performance for your time. Wonderful. Looking out for it. Good man. So
Trying to put me on the spot.
can't really get a chance to breathe, man.
Breathe
Make
and
it happen.
blow this out to the water. So I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Good man.
Good pitch,
Yes, sir.
boy. That basketball reflexes, boy.
Boy.
Telling you, those basketball reflexes.
Oh
just
yeah, the
not
phone. I saw the phone just go like this.
I'm like, it went sideways. Very fast. There you go.
Then again, you should know my little basketball skills.
But you had them. You
All
and
right,
your
man,
cousin there.
please.
You and this one here, so
Sorry, don't
hooping and everything. I'm
Don't
just-
blow yourself like that.
listen, I can get a little hoop and a swing and hope for the best.
Two of the best people I ever played with Ian and his sister.
Mm-hmm.
And Ian is not as a full contact player as his sister. So you really gonna watch. Yeah. She busts
Okay.
ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, damn. So not the self don't get it. Don't get on the court.
No.
So they cheer you on from the side. I got you. I got you.
Ash.
I got you.
Ash.
You got know your strengths.
Alert money. Alert money.
My summer prep is essentially hurricane prep, even though we are still heated. It's always good to, just make sure you're still always
Secure,
somewhat
yeah.
prepared. You can't ever be fully prepared because, when the wind start to do its thing, you just never hope for the best. But,
Basically.
just been getting some extra, all the extra brush and excess trees and such dealt with and get the front yard fully cleared out. So all the hedge and everything for the front is gone. So it's been, doing whole maintenance and such. So, which, by the way, it's just been non-stop though.
Yeah.
It's been non-stop. You start one thing, you finish that way, run to something else hovering at you.
Yeah.
So it's continuous. But this has been also a learning process because try to figure out how long certain things will work and the rotational cycle and
Yeah.
management and everything. So they tell you guys it just how you want to deal with my grease strap there randomly.
There's also problem solving as well. Well, each new
Oh, yeah.
situation,
Because you got to come up with different
how you
solutions.
deal with it. Yeah. Because sometimes the basic
Yeah,
solution
yeah.
don't always work. You gotta go at a different angle or something.
But you see, that's actually perfect because as I was just saying, the grease strap I had to deal with there just now. And it's like, normally you just call a plumber to deal with it, but it's like, why is a pipe from one location to another?
Yeah.
The water is not flowing. Deduction, something is therefore causing a blockage. To not let it flow.
Correct.
Now, when they shove the hose down there and turn it on,
Correct.
full blast. Record whoever down there, and next thing you see the water started gushing, you know, it's great. Money
Clear.
saved, experience
Correct.
gained.
Couple
Solid
sets of
stuff.
water. Five
You understand?
dollars in the water.
So you just go find different ways to get
Yeah.
things
Correct.
handled, and that's basically what it's been, prepping for hurricanes or any sort of bad weather and just taking care of the house as is, ready for the better things.
I know that you have suffered some damage a few years ago. When when this season does come upon us every single year, what does that do to you mentally?
Wow. It does. It changed. That experience changed my whole perspective regarding storms. Because before it was always just some trivial thunder and lightning come through, some rain here and there. But, not really Barbados. God is a agent. I was one of those apathetic, ignorant people to some degree, And then I was surprised by and say, hold on. Let me see what's going on here. Touch me just a little bit. And my roof made noises that it never made before. And from there, it was a continuous spiral afterwards. And, you're recovering and starting to go back up fresh. But since then, anytime a storm comes now, it's just like, okay. So that's what I'm saying, even with the summer prep, it's just a matter of, all right, do I need this tree close to me? Can it open up this space so the power lines don't have any contact areas? Let me check this point. So it's just a matter of being more proactive now than reactive as I was in the past. So, I hope that those who listen to this here will then take notes and just be like, take steps, because waiting on things to happen and believing that it may not happen again, because the last one was Janet, about 50-something years ago. Oh, a hurricane. And one just possibly for a minute. Look at what it does if it becomes a category 5 for a quite a while in the rest of the items. So yeah. I just take it a bit more serious now.
For sure. For sure. All right. Well, for try this. This is the things that we want you all to try to get your mind off of some of the adulting things we have to do on a regular basis. I was very much headstrong on Pokemon Champions last episode. I can come back and tell you all that I have still been playing it a ridiculous amount of hours per day.
So wait.
But this episode won't be about that.
Okay.
But wait, before we go any further, how has it been though? How was your ranking getting? How was your battling been?
Oh, no, it's been honestly, so ranking wise, I'm doing well. I'm in the top 200,000 in the world.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
They have like different tiers. So like Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball, Champion level. I've never made it to Champion tier at all. I've been stuck on Master tier. But every 30 days or so, they do like different seasons. So we on season 4. And every season I get to Master Ball 4 on singles and doubles, and I get capped out. So, but I definitely have gotten drastically better. I've learned a lot. I've learned different strategies. I'm able to like understand and like read, because like you got 6 Pokemon, but you only could play with 3 or 4 depending on different whichever battle you're doing. And it's like you got to look at what they got and think about what moves they could do and figure out which of your 3, what order, and which of the 3 or 4 you're gonna put out there. So yeah, I've definitely been enjoying it. But like I said, I'm not gonna be talking about Pokemon beyond this.
Go ahead.
In this episode. Today we're gonna be talking about anime. We bringing it all the way back full
home.
circle. Full circle. Summer season is in full effect. There are tons of anime that have come out. If you didn't watch anime in spring season, there were good shows as well too. But summer season is back in effect right now. I'm gonna introduce you all. You can do your own research on 2 anime, and then one that's actually on season 2. So the first one is Black Torch. This is the one I feel like everyone has been talking about. Very cool anime. Very high quality level drawn style. Check that one out. Just search Black Torch. We just gonna leave that one there.
Let's check trailer.
Yeah. Tomb Raider King is another one that I really like. I actually started watching that yesterday. Yes. Started watching that one yesterday. Very
2 or 3 episodes.
In seeing it. Yes. To make a long story short, basically like the guy dies, but when he comes, he didn't technically like die, but he's like transported to a different time. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And basically like once he is in the new place, he basically still has, he technically actually goes back in time.
Yeah,
but he still has all of his like powers,
memories.
Memories, powers, fighting style, skill, everything. So that's been really cool. Check that one out. It's called Tomb Raider King. And then finally, I don't know how to pronounce it, but we just gonna work with this. Clever Test, whatever. Season 2. Basically, I did actually like this show from season. I thought this show was really good. Season 1, pretty much like there are demons in a particular region. Like I'm calling like a master demon in a particular region, and Clever Test, and basically in season 1, in episode 1, they tried to betray the master demon in their area, and he did some powing, and
so that was boss.
Yes. But the story kind of like turns because he sees a baby. And for whatever reason, he just feels like a affection to this like human baby. So he kind of like
softens a little bit.
The master demon turns like a human and starts to like raise up this thing. And that's how the story starts. And it got really good in season 1. And season 2 is starting out pretty decent as well too. So check that one out. Your boy Wise is back with the anime.
Top stuff. As always, I've chatted to a few trailers. I cannot remember any of the names because there are always some odd sentence length names. But I've seen a few trailers of some anime character, what exactly sometimes be happening, but it looks the art style, as you do mention, it does have, it's changing up, and you see some done this way and some done this way, and there's a movie that is out or coming out, full on movie that has like particular, it's real humans being motion captured, but the art style that they're being put in is off-putting to a lot of people because it's like it's 3D-ish, 2D. It's very weird, but this is what the artist made. If I can remember the name of it, I would let you guys know. But it's just I can see what they're coming up with. The new art style really is intriguing to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you, sir, what you been who did you try this month?
I am on season 3 of a show called, I'm going to talk about 2 shows. Season 3 of a show called Silo.
Big show.
And also, I think season 3 of House of the Dragon. Also a big show.
Might be 2, but yeah.
2. I think there's 3. No, season 3. Season 3.
3? Wow.
Yeah, they're ready. Well, the season's only 10 episodes long, so they made this kind of moving. But for Silo, so the premise is that society, the world, something has happened around the world, some war or something. There's an unknown mystery to how things really play out initially. And society has now moved underground into a silo. Now, a silo is typically above ground, and that holds the grain and everything for the farm and what's not, circular cylindrical tube. So imagine that, a couple 100 meters wide, maybe 2 miles deeper or something like that. Multiple staircases, no elevators, by the way, and different societies, hierarchies, and everything. So that has been proven to be quite interesting because I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but there's one main thing in it that's like a plot device, whereas because they're underground, they have no visual of outside, but there's one camera at the bunker door entrance which shows the outside and its devastating form. But the question is that the real image? Is it actually devastated outside, or is the world flourishing? So a lot of mystery, a lot of intrigue. Check it out. It's on season 3, Silo. And
wait, I just want to say something about Silo real quick, because I started watching Silo from season 1 as well too. And I'm sorry because Alex didn't want to spoil nothing, but I might spoil some shit here because I got some questions. Okay, so first and foremost, season 1. I mean, first and foremost, it starts out with people just leaving the silo. You know, if the coolest thing or the most interesting thing about this is that if you say I want to leave, that is a cardinal sin. They'll put you out. They'll put you out.
There's no returning.
Yes,
that's the final thing.
It becomes a whole thing where people are like walking out. They walk outside and they gotta do this like cleaning or whatever. So they clean that camera that Alex was just talking about. But then pretty much they take a couple steps and they're dead right there. Or at least that's what it looks like. You know, season 2 is kind of like introduced this like AI like character that is doing some stuff behind the scenes. And, you know, season 2, they also, one of the main characters ended up leaving and going to another silo. So there are more than one. And then we started to do more research on that. So it's a good show. So it's on Apple TV. You know, I'm tapped in. I literally just watched the 3 episodes of season 3 the other day.
I think I have one more to go watch. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This is why I gotta watch that. Yeah.
So I'm with you on that.
That and as I said, the next one is House of the Dragon. Essentially a prequel to Game of Thrones. So if you were ever interested in that show, this show somewhat similar, just has more dragons in it. Little dragons. So that's also something to catch up on. Once again, it has its slow moments, has its high pacing moments, but it is what the same aesthetic style as Game of Thrones was. It is what it is. So that's my 2 try this: Silo and House of the Dragon.
I watched 1 season of, maybe 1.5 seasons of House of Dragons, and you know, for me personally, like, it's a cool show. I'm not a fan of that time period. I'm really not. So it's such a struggle for me. And some of this is like based on real life as well too.
There's always elements of real medieval histories that people just create.
It literally
is certain things.
And it's like
but that's the thing. I love that style. I love the old nights and just muddiness of it all and the grittiness. There's no roads properly. I like timepieces. It shows how we, as I said, even though this is a fantastical setting, it still pulls elements from what was real world. Yeah. So when you see this setting, if you go to another series, I was trying to watch one the other day, Peaky Blinders. That's another timepiece setting as well. So I'd like to see how society once was to where we are now. That's the cool thing about it.
And I'm from the complete opposite. I'm looking forward. Send me any sci-fi, future-like sort of situation I'm locked in on. That Peaky Blinders thing, I literally went to South by Southwest this year. They had a whole activation. I did not go in. I do not, bro. Back in the days. I
love these style, these suits. These suits is it, brother. Everybody could wear suits here in this country, like legitimately, the folk just sweating away for no reason. And that was the everyday attire, brother. I'd be decked in a suit and just go the escort and the pocket watch and everything. Just like, bro.
I saw this. They were trying a couple months back on TikTok that they were like people dressed up in cloaks and like that's our kingly wear and shit.
Yeah. What Peaky Blinders aesthetic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. It changes how we see ourselves at times because it can be like, oh well, this is how things somewhat was. I now have a better perspective on how things are now for me. Then can also influence the same side future that you yourself like. Full circle. There we go.
Full circle indeed. We can't get through the month without talking about crop over or any crop over tunes. You know,
we're in the season.
We're definitely in the season. And, you know, there have been some really good crop over songs. Some really good ones. Now, I've seen people, I've seen the commentary online. People complaining about the level of the quality of the music and this, that, and the third. You know, but
I would like.
You know, I found some great songs to listen to, you know, and I'm still discovering songs as well too. You know, shout out to Mikey as well. He ended up winning this past weekend. We just kind of go around, just choose like one song that we like the most so far on this crop over season.
There's a song from I think Noise Boys, Jax, not quite sure. Forgive me, I did not know the name of the artist. But it's wrong. Listen, that beat there, so right, that little boy there, so that is a tune that you can do so much with, and it's not too much, if you understand. It's nice. It's like you can chip it, you can do a little extra with it, but it's not saying that definitely too sharp, you know. So I like that. That's nice.
I definitely like that one too.
Yeah, that's a popular one.
Yeah. I saw it first though on Instagram. They had like that what is that camera called? It's like a bird's eye camera or whatever it is. But it basically like he was literally driving around the roundabout with bird's eye 360 view.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, man, when you get the marketing together with the tune, you know, like,
if you don't play it on the wrong boat, you ain't gonna come home. Lost me in there, man. But that's it's funny. It's also a funny tune. So when you got tunes like that, it gives you a good dance vibe, but then it also has some measure of comedy to it. It's nice. Nice, good feeling tune, you know? You know, that's nice.
Okay.
What
about you, Kev?
Well, mine let play. That what she get.
That what she get.
No. You see, this here is another one though. That's one another level. No.
Yeah, that's
wrong. One. What's the other one? That what she get. No, been you're moving different.
Not a little bit. You know?
Yeah, that one is so rough with it. But yeah, that there, I can see that I would say that's not an every player song, but you can see that in certain locations, certain settings that definitely it works super there. But that's a good one as well,
especially at soccer events. Playing at soccer events for sure.
Oh yeah, I remember this one there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this though. The one thing I like about that, I have to give props to Sebastian Soka though about is that sometimes when Crop Over is over, some of the songs is like, all right. Well, I ain't gonna play this for a little while. I can let it, sit down for a bit.
They rest itself. Yeah.
But with Bashman Soka, you could kind of play it year round.
Yeah.
You can kind of play year round.
Yeah, as a year round type of genre.
Yeah.
Full on soca music is like, all right, it got your time.
Yeah.
But when that passes, it's like, all right.
Yeah.
They ready to play those sound different, no?
Yeah.
Correct.
For sure.
Yeah.
For me, I have a lot of songs, but the one that I'm going to shout out, because I literally play this song every single day, is a song called Fire by Sherry Dan. Now, everyone might not know who she is, but when I tell you the song got energy, literally fire. I actually saw this one on Instagram as well too. Had a beautiful music video on the beach with fire, as you can imagine. And very cool, very energetic song. Definitely give it a spin as well too. And those are the 3 that we're focused on, but I definitely got about 7 that we could run down. So if y'all want to talk about Bajan tunes, Crop Over tunes, soca tunes in general, drop them in the comments. We'll definitely chat with you.
Let me add my little 2 cents on said soca tunes, as you just mentioned earlier. So some of these quote unquote artists, I'm not talking about ones that actually have production levels and such behind it. I'm talking about people that got a song they wrote and they got a tune with it and they go on stage and do the thing. Now, if you got friends, like real friends, let them listen to these songs. And if they tell you, no, I'm just good anymore. Because I've also heard some music that, let me phrase that, some things on the stage that's not music, that was horrible. It was just white. Because the lyrics are terrible.
Yeah.
It had no substance behind it. And essentially everything kind to you can down somebody with shit toenails in the ear. It's get a little repetitive in its rawness. And it's old and this. No, I mean being real. Because there was a way that the older people that would sing songs, they used to get these tunes out. And if you really listen to the subtleness or the subtlety of how they would word it, it's
right.
You listen back and be like, that way to me?
Yeah.
But you sing this song 10 years old, but But with some of these songs that coming on with the
more direct.
It just a little too
more direct.
Too direct.
On the nose, and it don't really got much radio play. Because then now the DJ to be beep, half of the song is beeps. So why then? Just sing. Right. But that's my little 2 cents on the soca thing.
Okay. I can't necessarily say exactly who put it on, but that DJ Callin Pap that's been on Slam, he had like a little like series on Swan Street where he set up a little DJ booth wherever and had artists performing and stuff like that. Like that, man, that was real cool. I think it's called Best Day Ever at Best Day Ever 246 on Instagram. But like it's called specifically a on location concert series. Man, it was energetic, brought proper energy to Swan Street, let people see and hear Bajan music and Bajan artists, whatever. So big everybody doing big things for Crop Over and just artistry in general. I feel like I've said that plenty of times on plenty of episodes, but run that back again. But speaking of going from greatness to recognition in a solemn way of greatness, Alex, talk to us.
The country just recently lost the last original member of our national heroes list, last living one. So Garry Sobers, one of, if not the greatest batsman or one cricketer the world has known. He was a titan in the sport and past the sport. He was a philanthropic person. He was into investing in growing the sport within the country and the region, and to really take it to the colonial masters in the time that he was really playing and dominating the sport any way he did. That stood as testament to the rest of the region, the rest of the race that follows cricket, to say,
absolutely,
we also
phenomenal.
can do it. You understand?
Yeah,
So we also have the ability to. And when he got that, let me not misquote, and I believe it's 365 that he scored in the test match, and set that record unbeaten until Brian Lara himself, another West Indian cricketer great, came through and did his own thing. The bar was raised and was continually raised from what he set down as a foundation. So we want to respect and we want to pay respects and pay homage to him and his family, and we just raise a glass and we just thank the country, for allowing him to develop as he did, because that could also be a hindrance. But yeah, just want to remember the Garry Sobers, and hopefully the best for the future for the cricket as well.
Well said. None of us could have said that better than what you just did.
Me, a little waving words to try and make it work. But yeah.
The gift of the gab.
That was a heavy one.
Gift of the gab.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
That was a heavy one though. So I didn't win. People came up today with everything all black and everything, no colors. So that was nice little touch as well. So yeah, it was a big national funeral for sure. Oh yeah. So yeah, we can lighten it back up again, and we have I think it's what if no yet. What if no? Yeah, it's time for what if. It's time for what if. And as we come from remembering a cricketing great, a sporting great, excuse me, let's also go to now sport of today. Because what if, is that the right time? I think so. What if the stadium is actually fully finished and the rest of the proposed investment in sports in Barbados is actually done? That's not what if. What then do you think will happen? Do you think we're going to actually take sporting serious in this country? Or do you think it's going to go back to the rare just revert to sport as a secondary thought? What I mean is that we're spending millions of dollars in the redevelopment of the National Stadium. Yes. There is proposed talks, as I've understood it, for either a refurbishment of the aquatic center and or building more aquatic centers around the country. There has been the recent success of the CARICOM team and their haul of medals, so congratulations to them again. But we've seen athletes in this country get accolades. They've gotten certain achievements in the international realm, and they come back to Barbados. They get their parade, they get their praise, but then there's no development after. There's no performance after. It seems like it's a one-shot situation. So millions now in the stadium. Do you think it's going to change anything, or are we going to be as we once were? Go.
All right. My take on this is up to the Vietnam colleague was talking about sports. He was saying that Barbados don't really take sports as serious as other countries. As in the fact as you gotta come from an 8-hour job, no matter how tedious or hardship it is, construction, whatever, and then go training to go actually play sport league. Who will manage if you get hurt or anything? So that's mostly on the person itself. Then get a little help. Then get a little help from the team, but it's only just so far. And like pushing sports, game most is push like cricket and track and field. other sports like football and so on, nobody getting recognition to say you can push it. That they go train more to be more efficient. To like, get to a higher level and probably get to be, world class.
True. But don't mind me interjecting in here. We have had world-class performance players in a variety of sports for years.
Yes.
But there has still not been any development to either push them further, support them, or bring up the next generation. I.e., look at Suki King. He was the world's draft champion from the time by the barn.
Still.
How this man is traveling on his own dime, you understand? Yeah. Trying to get support, going about the place, begging to get little investment, going about the place and representing Barbados. This man got a road named after him. This man got some sort of, I know going already. You understand? So when you got these sort of things going on, I'm not saying that it is always the fault of the government, but we've had people raised to the top, and then when it gets to them being maintaining that level, it is always a faltering. Over Delhi, when they get third at the 2000 Sydney, the next Olympics, he comes seventh for any 100 meter. I think, remember it is like 4 years. How that development fell down. You have mentioned just now that people come from work and people had to go and do this and that. Yeah. Look at Jamaica, and that is like the pinnacle of examples you can use. Jamaica has so much invested in sports that people use that as a literal way to get out of the ghetto. There's not a situation where it's like, oh, stop running boat, I'm going to pick up a book. That has a Bajan mentality. So when it comes to people looking to go and develop a natural physical skill they may have, you got your own chain, your own area trying to tell you or stop all of that nonsense, going to say more serious, the talent is being squandered. That's my frustration with it.
Well, I definitely see and hear all what you said. Ironically, right before we had this episode, I saw something on Instagram that said that Cuba has by far the most Olympic medals for the whole region at like 224. Jamaica was like second Jamaica was second with 94. And then Barbados, further down the line, Barbados was had one, and it was the third place one you just mentioned. I definitely do feel like there has been efforts, not just from the government side, but even like from the locals community side, to put more emphasis and effort into like sports. One example of that would be like the Prime Minister's Cup. Prime Minister's Cup is like, hey, whoever win, 100,000 to your team. They have men's in the first year or first 2 years or so. This year they got women's getting the same 100,000. Well, what that does is that it helps develop, because now there's like a goal to get to. It helps develop. It helps force like the community to then like start the development of the talent in the area, so that then somebody who like the Olympic organization in Barbados, shout out to our cousin who worked there. They would then at least get visibility, like, oh well, they have a place now where they can come and scout.
There you go.
So I would say that there's an Instagram page that I also follow as well to shout them out, called @score.bb, where they pretty much follow like all Bajan sports. So track and field, basketball, football, the whole nine.
And that's more so like school?
It got a pickleball tournament. Nope.
I mean, the basketball and other second sport.
No, they got like the adult league basketball. What was the teams called? Like the Celtics and thing, Lakers. That's played. You never?
No.
We'll talk about that another time. Anyway.
Yes, we do.
But yeah,
we
there's a basketball league in Barbados as well too. Yes, that's been going on for quite some time. But in any event, there are places what I still have to say, like society have gotten in a space where they see the value of sports, definitely off of the success of Jamaica too, and just being like, yeah, you know, we could see this for ourselves as well too. You know, there's knapsack. For people that don't know, there's like, you know, kiddie sports basically. And I mean, honest to God, like honestly, being truthful about it from somebody that live in the States and went to school in the States and stuff. Because someone that went to school in the States, there's an actually a pretty organized primary school sporting system. I'm not gonna lie. Like from a structure standpoint, you know, like what I would say happens in like primary school is something that happens on more like the secondary school level here in the States, unless you are doing like you have your kid in like a private organization, you know. But to say that like, you know, kids under 11 and 12 is like doing like track and stuff like that against other schools and stuff, that's not happening, you know. That's not really happening. That's more of a middle school thing. So say a thing like 11 to 14 rather than
They do have inter-school sports in primary school.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We don't have that up here.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have that up here.
When I was young, they had cricket. They should have paid that. We'll start in the football, but they can't actually continue with football or not. It has leagues are. I know they had a cricket team between these schools and so.
Yeah, so with the new stadium coming, the additional space of people they can hold, the seating or whatnot, that opens that space up now for more international events as well too. So I'm excited to see what happens with the development of that. But yeah, what about you, Alex?
I am excited. The fact that we did not have a national stadium for so many years was a frustration on my end.
Yeah.
But like for me, I'd like to see our athletes here doing well. You understand? Especially when it is in something that is not necessarily the norm for us or whatever the case is. And the fact that it's getting redeveloped and the introduction of more sporting arenas around the country, one can hope that it really does push the country to a higher standard regarding sports and help change our own thoughts towards said thing. Because don't forget, as I said earlier, we've had this mentality of, oh, stop all of that running a boat. I'm going to pick up a book. You understand? Whereas sports was always seen traditionally as a hobby of sorts, not anything that you could really pursue in in aspects of a career. But we got Saturday Jones, we got the youngster in Texas that's been doing remarkably well indoor running, I think it is. And I think we have one or two fellas still doing the swimming thing good. Chelsea Tuak, I think I pronounced her name correctly, the surfer. So we got some stuff here. It's just a matter of the government really diverting a good portion of resources towards the sport so that people can actually progress through the ranks.
Yeah. What I would say to it as well too, to close it off, is like it's gonna take time. You know, I was talking to my friend Kevon the other day, and he was telling me that, you know, Team USA, the men's whoever got eliminated out of the World Cup, and he's just like, you know, the problem with the US is that like football is not played in the streets. You know, you'll find a basketball court, you'll find a tennis court, wherever it is, but you know, you'll find people playing football outside, wherever, American football, but you don't generally see that people playing football everywhere, you know, and that like natural instinct, that timing, all that stuff that grows out of like culture of playing. And so, but when I thought about it, I was like, you know, I asked ChatGPT, what is the it's one of my random questions, but what's the average age of the countries left in the World Cup at that time? and the average age was 720. Okay? The average age of countries left in the World Cup at that time was 720. The U.S. only 50 years old. Barbados just about to crack 60. We got a lot of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like countries like England is almost over 1,000 years old. France, these places some of these hundreds of thousands of years. Well, not hundreds of thousands, but like hundreds of years old. Like they got age. They had a lot of time to mature and develop and build that culture.
Quite a while.
Yes. And again, only countries from 2 continents have ever won the World Cup: Europe and South America. So if you did not bet for any of those countries that reside in those continents, you already were betting against the odds.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah. Well, literally, the final is between Europe and South America. So there you go.
Yep. Yep.
That's not. Obviously, when this comes out, it's going to be past the World Cup. But for those listening, this one here is what I don't know. But if certain teams win, I believe it's going to be rats. I believe they're freaking in the streets.
That ain't you. It should be.
That ain't you. They could be chaos, brother.
Yeah. No way. That man getting away with things like that. Like, man.
If a certain team win, chaos.
Right. Let's just put this for context with people, y'all. So we're recording this on Saturday. The 3rd place match just happened. It was it looked like it was going to be a washout by halftime. England was up 4-0, but I'm looking at the final score here now. It is 4-6. 4-6. That's crazy. But yeah, they came back. So England won 3rd place. Tomorrow in New Jersey, East Rutherford, is the finals between Spain and Argentina. I'm actually going for Spain, the Spaniards. Lamine Yamal.
That's you seen the picture of him or Messi?
I did. That is pretty iconic. That's pretty iconic.
There's one I say it's not to me. I'm an F1 guy. There's one with Hamilton and George Russell, or one that someone else will give, or one of the Alonso and another person as well, to see a person doing these thing they're doing to the way that they get to the highest level, and then there's someone that will start and is like clashing. This is a big one.
Yeah. So, again, the episode will be out and the World Cup would have already completed. But yes, go Spain.
So
go Spain.
We could do like quick predictions here. Like quick predictions. That's all the topic doing.
Sure.
I got Spain 3-1, Argentina. The Yamal fella put in 2 back in there. No basis for my prediction, by the way.
Got you. Okay.
See, that's a good prediction, but
all we thought my doing.
That man got cheddar to tell man it's a low there. What happened the other day?
You got political? No, you gonna need to write tape there. No, wait,
I'm just saying it happened the other day.
It did.
It's a possibility.
It is.
But I'm gonna say Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they just get one.
This one get. But that's the issue. That's the issue is when they get to the 90th minute and the ball score and then they may get the one. That's the problem. That's when they start. Because that's what the winner a good side of the games recently. Like they had the 90 minutes is like listen. Extra time.
If you start
now one,
right? You do your best. You see your best, and people backsliding you. You spirit work. You don't care about the 90th minute no more.
Listen. Before he get his prediction, though, I just want to mention the Cape Verde goalkeeper. Cannot pronounce his name. Don't even want to disrespect him by attempting. But that man, to see when he was live getting recorded, this talking reporter, man had 100,000 followers, the man had 1 million, the man is at 30 or more right now comfortably, brother. The man put his nation on the map with his performance.
Of course, he did.
To him and the Cape Verde team,
yes.
We as black people, we just support certain elements. We don't support necessarily countries. We good. All right, African, you lost there. We got South America, the southern degrees. We got the Caribbean and whatever. But that's what we really work up with. Yeah, Cape Verde and goalkeeper, top star.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I know last episode we talked about World Cup kind of being a little quiet. It definitely, for me, I would say it ramped up a bit more when they got into the knockout rounds. I pretty much I might have missed, 2 matches, 3, including the one that just happened today. But I would say it definitely turned out better than I thought. I was kind of rooting for Brazil for a little while, but at this point now, yes, for Spain, I do think Spain will beat Argentina 2-1. I don't think Lamine Yamal's gonna score at all, but I do see Messi getting 1.
Okay. All right. Well, that's our predictions. We will know. Are you here when we made this out? How it actually played out? We will either be totally correct or make ourselves other fools. Oh, who knows?
Yeah, completely.
We have
I'm trying to
no
put this
skin in the
clip on.
game.
I'm gonna try and put this clip out actually tonight or tomorrow, so we'll have it ready to go. But yeah, so if you liked our what if, I know we ran a little long on that one. Definitely hit us up on Instagram at Coopback, COOPBACK. Thank you all for following us on Instagram. We are over 300 followers on our Instagram page. Not a whole ton like people want to big up, but we're gonna big up all the milestones because
yes, please.
Back with us. Come
growing.
on,
That's it.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think we said this already, but if we didn't say this, our latest episode hit 5,000. Y'all decided to not touch grass. Y'all decided to just listen to us instead of touching grass. But in any event, thank y'all for the support. We really do appreciate that. And we just hope to continue to keep getting better. And now to news break. We got some things going on that some things that people are familiar with, some things people are not familiar with, and a whole lot of the same. Let's start with something that people are familiar with. Our good old family member went on a nice old rant a couple weeks ago about custom. Very, very, very much justified. Very, very much justified. Rant about customs and the way they be doing up people when they coming through Granley Adams Airport. And it struck a nerve. If you dove into the comments, people were really sharing what's horror stories. I'm not even gonna lie, I can't even sugarcoat it. People were sharing horror stories. Myself, I even went in there and just kind of talked about the fact that how I feel like I have to ruffle up my clothes a little bit. So even if I buy something new, it don't look too new. Kind of stretch out the collar a little bit where it's
can't bring back packaging, that is all.
Come on, So she made some great points. One of the things that she highlighted was just the fact that she's traveled to a lot of countries. I've traveled to a lot of countries. She traveled to probably 4 times the amount of countries I've been to. And they don't treat people like that anywhere else. They don't do that. There have been times, and I'm not gonna act like this has never happened, where my mother and I have been traveling and TSA in the States have pulled to the side and gone through her bag and stuff like that. But just imagine you travel 100 times domestically and 100 times internationally. You're not getting pulled over or checked all the time. It might be a once in a blue moon thing, but there are some people who literally, as they get to the sign, the little section where do you have anything to declare, the different lanes, whatever, people are flagging them down hey, my friend, come on.
You take a little peek.
So it's really it's I understand the purpose of customs, and I don't want to act I don't get the purpose of them, and I don't want to act like people don't be packing stuff to come in to sell. I don't want to act like that doesn't happen either. Going to someone's bag and telling them that they need to pay for something that they bought for their trip to come to Barbados does not make sense. Okay,
no,
so come on, do better.
No, I have a unique perspective on this situation.
Okay.
Because I've had over 10 years behind the scenes working at the airport, not in customs, but I've had interactions with them throughout my 10 years there. And one example I can give quickly is that the position I had in that job, I dealt with passengers who were incapacitated in some way. So, but mainly those that needed wheelchair assistance, right? And there was one situation in which the lady I was dealing with brought her luggage. She wanted a bottle from the duty free. Now, the duty free sign, not well positioned, mind you, maybe by the cashier in a corner, has one bottle per person, right? The lady purchases her bottle. Unknown to her about the sign, but she purchases one bottle. She then leaves. I take her from there to the customs area now, because we pass through immigration, right? To the customs area now. The lady told us to come forward. We went forward, and she asked to put the bag on the table. Put the bag up. She wants to go check. Cool. Usual stuff, no problem. She opens the bag, finds that the lady had done a connecting flight and also purchased duty-free alcohol in her last stop. Now, the lady the customs officer lets her know that, ma'am, let's give you a number, $30 US bottle of Smirnoff vodka. We're going to have to spend $90 in duties on it because they're only allowed one bottle of duty-free. But she's explaining she bought this one here and the other one she brought in. She said, yeah, understand that, but you still got 2 bottles in. I said, well, me now trying to inject myself to bring down the situation. I said, okay, no problem. We can return. Because if you don't know, when you come in, it's literally one wall separating customs and the duty-free section. So I'm like, okay, I will take the lady back to cut to the duty-free section so she can return the bottle. We said, no, that can't happen. We can't let you.
Yeah, they don't reverse, no.
You can't leave the area. So you have 2 choices: leave the bottle of alcohol
or pay for it.
Pay for it.
No, and that's the dilemma that so many people are dealing with. Like, you land somewhere and people are like, oh, they go through your bag and, oh, so and so, this, doing little mathematic calculations in their head. Okay, $400. What? I just land $400.
You don't see no proof of any sort of actual math, any sort of, they just toss a number, that's it.
And I'm sure there is some formula, but please, I want people to understand, when people are landing, coming through from another place on this planet, the last thing that I'm trying to do is get into an argument with you about the things that I purchased for my trip. I'm sorry. That is the absolute last thing. And what people are trying to express to customs and to the government, everybody, is that, like, that is an anxiety-inducing situation that should not be at your entry of port.
Full stop. You know what it is? It's just a power trip. That's really what it comes down to.
It is.
It is literally a power trip in which they can exert whatever measure they feel like. If they feel you as a local, because as the real issue is, it's not really international travelers that really see a lot of it. They get their level of big up. But you, sir, are a Barbadian with your American connection there. Even if you travel and you're American per se, or you're a Barbadian, so you come back here, you're still black. You still got a Bajan twang to your speak. So they're going to dig you up. When you're a local, you coming back here now, it's like, oh, you coming back, you traveled. So that means you got a little sand you could bring back. I could get sand off of you. Understand? And I've been to a situation where I've experienced the fruits of their labor around Christmas time.
The myths that we all hear about. Talk
they are facts. I've experienced it firsthand. So I will say that there needs to be some sort of revamping regarding how we as locals are treated coming in, because it's only going to get worse from here. That's the honest truth. Especially after Orcas made that statement, and it gets more publicly known. It's going to be a problem for sure.
Yeah. So, just think about this, right? Barbados is in a beautiful place right now. Got a lot of people with a lot of eyes on the island, right?
A lot of investment is happening.
The worst thing we need right now is for people to start saying, look, y'all only treating black people like this. That's the worst. And we didn't talk about that, but that was a huge part of her rant as well, too, because she did come with her former white partner.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's really comes down to skin tone. You may have a different twang and accent, whatever, but for the time you're here and you're a local, or you're just a darker person, you're going to get scrutinized heavily.
So
And I know
in essence,
I know Jamaicans and Guyanese got enough to say about this.
You're being racially profiled by your own race more so than if you actually had to travel to a country who really don't want your race there. It make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
I know that the Jamaicans that have traveled to Barbados, I know that the Guyanese that have traveled to Barbados, I know they got some horror stories. I know they got some horror stories.
Well, that's for sure.
So, but yes, if you do, well, actually, no, I'm not saying that part. In any event, who's next?
Deb, you go on.
In terms of traveling still, Japan has just opened up to certain countries, visa-free travel for certain Caribbean countries.
Let's go.
Barbados is one included. Up to 90 days you can spend in Japan without filing for a visa.
Konnichiwa.
All we need to know is a direct flight. I mean, it could be a day. It could be a day flying. But like, to get to Japan, bro. But wait, we can still need a measure a visa because Japan is allowing us to be visa free. But if you go to natural America, you still need a visa.
There gotta be somewhere I didn't get wrong on all that.
Somebody can get a piece of me. That's all it is. Japan is saying, all right, cool, bro. But it's a lot of great connection. Them, there's no problem. There's no threat. All right, come travel free, no problem. Bring in, no visa. But it's not like the next door that we can really just hop there easily. So, well, it's saving us in the long run and that sort of. And result, the in between is still have a visa somewhere.
Yeah, I just did a search, and you can do it. You have to transit through London or Canada.
Okay then.
Which is a very reasonable transfer.
Well, see, that's where fact checking comes up right on the dot. Thanks to ways, lay my direct. I spoiled out the brain. He comes up with the facts. There we go.
No visa needed.
A team.
There we go.
No visa needed. Also, a nice trip.
Yeah, for sure. Really, I would love to do something like that. I love Tokyo. I love Japan and all the things that they do, minus the conquering that they did and their flag that actually means something terrible to Chinese people. But we're not gonna get too deep into that. In any event, I love the anime for sure. And going to like Shibuya and all the cool things out there. I love to see it. So one
car scene is sick in Japan. I would love to experience that for sure.
Yes.
The what?
The car scene.
Oh.
Yeah. Which I only learned about through Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift.
There you go.
Yes.
They also once had a midnight team, which was Midnight Club. Which they also made a game off of.
Classic.
Business somehow.
Classic.
People like you, Alex, they do drift courses and teaching to drift and so on.
Yeah.
Through actual mountains and
That'd be that. I would love to see that. That's been that for sure.
Exactly.
Tie into the
roads you don't want to drift on.
There we go. That's it. I mean, I had a rant recently. I wouldn't say a rant, but an informed screaming at the way how world works down in Barbados. And I want to add to that a bit more, whereas the whole situation. I've heard multiple times a few times in Millie, that if you're having to break a rim or burst a tire in a pothole, stop the car, take a picture of the damage, take a picture of the pothole, submit it to the ministry, and wait till your grandchildren get that claim. No. How then, explain to me if I'm driving and I hear bam in a random spot at night, driving a pothole, darkness, I'm not stopping. I keep driving, probably get to a lit area where this is then flat, damage probably in ring. Who's going to go back to a random pothole, take a picture of it, and then say, hey, this is causing? Also, what are patching the potholes with? What are you doing? You're planning oatmeal? Where you put off a little sand and a drizzle of rain, it back up again. How I turn the corner, it apart next week I turn it, I touch a cup of clean and back up. Make it make sense.
That is not even a patch. That's a lump.
Brother, they don't have a patch. I realize that they don't have any rollers in this country. And I would like to petition those people that got money to give the government, send us some 6 or 7 rollers because the men going to go and packing all these things with the shovels.
Right. Another example, there's cut nail lines straight across the road at your back a little more. I think that okay.
Yeah. We use somebody get new water man. And I come track. And then left it.
And just left it.
Yeah, left it. Then you realize, you cannot avoid any part of this road. Because of the trap that if you could it slow, you can just see the car go all the way down.
Yeah.
Come all the way back. What is that?
Prime example, racist church.
They get it done. They
did? Oh my God.
They finally do it. But I admit the other day I was like, that ain't something better.
Exactly.
Yeah, that ain't something better at all.
If you're getting above 40 or 50,
bro.
you don't feel that absolute pothole. Like,
I don't know what they're doing, but if they need more crews, they need more better quality stuff. But it is just the whole practice of how we do and maintain roads in the country is
poor.
Massively frustrating. You have
piss poor.
Traffic jams that are
piss poor.
That was you have traffic jams that are based on one hole in the road,
Yeah.
Look, I'm talking about these people got to slow down and wait the traffic pass so they can pass this, so then you got a lane behind them. End up accident in that thing. So
nothing.
It's just a hole. So I beg whoever power, just if you want to run on a platform to win, just fix the roads with proper stuff to wait. They got a road. Let me just finish it there. They got a road on the way to town, the Baker Road. I trying to remember his passport campaign. It like it's a pimple because it keeps swelling. How one part of the road keep getting bigger, it just swelling. You gotta just avoid this thing though.
Immediately, that pimple before the S-band?
Yeah, that one. But the vegetable store on the right. Yeah, one moment you just bring out a little time. You just going waiting car for the kick.
Maybe reverse a little bit, back up the road to that descent that is chair up onto your seat.
I know people that got a low car that ain't spray. Road flat, spray, pump, right way. Unforeseen. So that was just the news. I just wanted to do better and more efficiently in doing these roads, man.
I think if you can't get us the road to location, there's something called a compactor.
I've done one number them either. Just walk home, slap it with the shovels, and then traffic do the rest. Irritate you. Yeah. It is what it is. You try to what how to do better.
On that terms of road, right? You know what else is pissing me off? Then cyclists. Then cyclists is being in the middle of the fucking road. Excuse my language. Then is here a car coming and refuse to move out the road.
No, as I understand it, there's a particular way cyclists are supposed to ride. Now, if it's one person, obviously they're that person on the road. If it's two people, technically they're supposed to ride side by side, which gives the same width as a vehicle. So you're supposed to overtake like a vehicle. But if you got 20 niggas, 20 people, and a long ass line stretched back, and you talk now riding at the slowest, you try to overtake, you're gonna fit in the pockets of still people. And go down the road, a car scan, it's just be annoying. But you're blowing the horn and looking back at you and then slowing down. Like this piece of metal thing attack you. I don't understand it. The risk can life in.
I know for sure cars is being in the hospital.
In the car park. That's about it.
That's all.
Wait. All right. I understand that there are a lot of roads in the country that are not really conducive for cyclists and traffic at the same time. A lot of these small roads are, so you go off after that and I get that. No. But then there are some that are so obnoxious with it that they literally take up the lane and then spill into the middle of the road and be like,
last month, June, there was a cyclist on the highway, not on the side of the road, on that little tarmac piece. He on the road itself with the cars in the car lane. Like, put that little side there and travel on. Like, you gonna be on the one in the car? People still gonna pass you.
Well, they can tell them to go do that little part there. Technically, for that one, like again, because that little piece off the road is an emergency stop area. That's not for them to wreck. Well, that can be a little bit rougher. And then look, then basically is going to burst up in it. So they're technically supposed to be past the white line on the road. But still, when you're there and you see a car, you realize a car can just lean a little left a little bit. You might not recognize you till too late. They're up in the middle road. That's all it is.
Man, they gonna make a lane. They gonna make a specific lane for them and let it sound in that lane.
You know what's road they got cut, but we just talk about road works fixing.
Listen, if they got cut the road,
you think I cut a whole lane for basically?
They got even roads that need sidewalk. They could cut the road.
You got cut lane for basically? Shoot.
Listen,
Hey, they got so many roads, right, that need sidewalks so people can walk properly.
They do the sidewalks, but then they do the sidewalks in the way for the original road that are already small.
Yeah,
As I
it's not
said,
enough. It's not
sidewalks.
enough. It's not enough room for a sidewalk and a bike lane and 2 lanes of traffic. I'm not gonna lie. As someone that God do a lot of bike lanes, I'm telling you, it's like it is. I have seen bike lanes done well, and I have seen people just try to implement bike lanes within existing infrastructure. And whenever people do it that way, it is always bad.
Oh, okay.
Literally yesterday, I'm literally about to make a right turn by my house, and a man come down the bike. A lot of people don't even have like pedal bikes out here. They got the motorbikes.
Electric. Yeah.
Okay. And that man must be coming down the bike lane at like 25 miles an hour. I'm talking speeding, coming into the intersection. And the light green for me, and I see him coming, so I like slow down. But if I didn't really, if a car was, in the way, or I couldn't really see, and I ease out, and he was coming down there, my man to go and splat. Phew.
That. I want guys on the further, but you just mentioned saying that you just brief on let's touch the last day. Wait a person that can go and purchase a motorized bicycle that can do 60 kilometers per hour.
Oh no, more than 60. More than 60.
Definitely more than
a
60.
motorcycle license. Is that not a motored cycle?
So it is. But the thing about it is that you can't tell. So like you can't really tell from looking at it. You gotta just see it go that fast. We actually dealing with that in the States now as well. When I was in New York, the same thing. Like you could look at a bike because they all look the same until you see it go over 35 miles a freeway hour. You don't know that they could do that.
But that's what I'm saying.
It just looked like something that could. It just looked like the regular ones that could only do 16 or whatever that max limit is.
But you can see the battery pack that these are coming with. But it should be a started situation that electric bikes, because there's not any, because we would take a low, you'd whack an engine and put on a man. Them ones going to stir them on speed. Them ain't doing much. We can hear them as well, right? That's the issue too. We can hear them. These EV bikes have capacities that are motorcycle speeds. I was on the highway the other day at 80, and there was a guy on the EV bike behind a bus at this speed. Like
there were
should
two
mandatory
instances that we're aware of,
or some sort of noise with it, because when these people started doing nonsense on the road, you can see them under people's cars. That's all it is.
And there are actually 2 instances where one, when I was actually on the back of a truck coming down Wallace Road heading towards the roundabout, I know it was done more than 60, and this man passed me on that bicycle and disappeared in traffic.
All right.
Yeah.
Only to later down in the day around 2 o'clock see that he was in front of somebody. And I was like, wow.
Listen.
All right. You hungry. See?
Yeah.
You need to address that as well.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, this was a lovely episode. Lovely episode. Episode 5, season 2. We doing the things.
Yeah, we get
it's
it.
crazy. I never really know what the title is gonna be. until I started to kind of map out what I wanted the episode artwork to look like. But I'm gonna have fun with this one. In any event, y'all,
big up you though on your because if we always don't know, Waze here does the designs, the graphics, the breaking down, the editing. He's a full on digital wizard. So whenever you see the little snippets and such, it's all him. And last engagement we got with the last set, it was really top notch. So big up you, fam. Keep doing your thing, you know.
Thank you. Man, like, so I'm little just like creative at heart. And you know, these things just come to me naturally. We also have the power of AI now to help assist on a lot of things. So it's like something that would have taken me 2 weeks now could take me, you know, say 35 minutes. But in any event, thank y'all for listening. At Coop back. So at COOPBACK, all one word, on Instagram. Please follow us. You know, check out more. You'll find out more about the show. You'll see clips about the show. You'll see some of those graphics that they were just talking about. You can follow me at The Real Wise, WIZE, on Instagram, Twitter. I'm trying to get a little active on Threads. I posted some funnies, actually. I've been trying to get into like my jokes to bag on IG. Okay. So, yes, follow me.
Yeah.
All right. You can follow me at James_the4, James with a Z at the end. On Instagram. Let me know how to say. Connect with me. Connect in comments. You let us know whatever. Either you agree with us, you don't agree with us, what information you may know that we will do better with. So engage with us.
Yes, and let's open his eyes.
Yeah. We got another episode.
You can catch me, Kevin, at Rasta_Tesoro, TESORO on IG.
All right, guys.
We out, y'all.
Till the next time.
Till next time.
Peace.
Enjoy Kadooment. Stay safe.
Yeah,
you too.
All right.